know, have you talked to the others recently? I've been trying to get a moment with them, but things are still so busy. Seems our time slots never align.
Do I get to go
Then it's
out
my
into
lucky
the
day.
north?
Come with me.
We'll make Atlas stronger than Fort Defiance ever was.
The settlers want to rebuild, but they're only looking to the future. You need to understand.
Paladin, Knight, you'll want to hear this. I picked up a low-frequency signal in the area. It's weak, but I'm close to narrowing down the coordinates. If we can find and boost the source of that signal, we might be able to use it to get in touch with California.
That's excellent news, Scribe Valdez. Follow up with me as soon as you have the coordinates.
What's this about? I thought I made it clear that our first priority is strengthening our presence in Appalachia.
Should see if anyone needs help
My
with it.
apologies, Paladin. The Knight kept talking about Elder Maxon's orders, so I set up a signal tracer to run in the background. It was my own initiative.
This isn't a field trip, Paladin. When we left, Elder Maxon ordered us to restore communications as soon as we arrived in Appalachia.
Then I'll show those
You've
raiders
delayed
who's
that
boss.
order long enough.
Since our arrival, every last ounce of my effort has gone toward establishing the Brotherhood as an effective force of action in Appalachia.
No, I can't
Everything
wait
we've
to tell
done
Max
here
about my
has
latest
been necessary.
patrol.
And
He's
before
gonna love
Valdez's
it.
report, we had no leads on a long-distance communicator.
We would still have no leads to throw out to you.
Enough, Shin. We have a lead now. Let's focus on that. You said you're close to tracking down the signal, Valdez? Why don't we have our reliable initiate assist you?
Okay. I'll be in my workshop when you're ready. Sorry you had to see that. Let's get down to business, shall we? If we can find the source of the signal I detected, we should be able to use it to send a message to Elder Maxon on the West Coast. I tracked the signal to an area northwest of Vault 76. You'll need to go and check it out in person. Maybe you'll get lucky. But I suspect the source of the transmission will be easy to find. Devices that transmit at this frequency are rare. The only ones I know of were built at advanced military facilities.
I hope my next mission is soon. I'm tired of being
Stay safe
stuck
out there.
in Atlas.
I need to remind Scribe Valdez to retune my power armor.
151977. J. Rodriguez. Lower temperature to 20 degrees Celsius in the lab. Task complete. Please verify. Task queue interrupted. It seems as though we have a visitor. Welcome to Enclave Research Facility Site J. May I ask the reason for your visit today? Interesting. Not like the others. Very well. Task entered. Estimated wait time, 14,320 hours, 12 minutes. You may manually activate the transmitter via the communication center. However, I do not recommend that. It is a very long walk. In the meantime, if you wish to tour the facility, please enter decontamination to your left. Apologies. There appears to be a malfunction with the decontamination showers. Entering task to investigate. Warning. Biological hazard detected in the research lab. Please evacuate immediately. Giant moth subject before it gets upset. Error. Moth subject missing. Task 000. Unknown user. Priority 1. Open all cell doors in the holding cell area. Task 151980. D. Evans. Raise temperature in the lab to 22 degrees Celsius. Task complete. Please verify. Task 151981. K. Jones. Increase barometric pressure in holding cell 2C to 2400 millibarts. Error. Unknown term. Millibarts. Please resubmit task. There you are. Welcome back. My apologies. My residents must have had a good reason to open all those cells at the time. Your nutrients must be running low. Please help yourself to any supplies you need. Please forgive the mess. The residents became rather unruly after the accident. 151982G Fulton. Provide status of water recycling system. Duplicate issue. Ignoring. It seems you've dispatched them, but there are more. It would be a shame if they finished you off. Task 151983. J. Jefferson. Perform system-wide reset. Task denied. System operating as expected. Task 151984. J. Jefferson. Disable security cameras in the mainframe core. Task denied. Warning. Visitor detected in restricted area. Security, please assist. Registration successful.
work securing an entrance, Initiate. Have you located the transmitter? Your diligence is appreciated.
Are there any threats we need to know about? How exactly does a terminal program go about killing someone?
Regardless of her methods, I have every confidence that the three of us can handle her. Moving forward, let's not waste any more time. Lead the way, Initiate.
Visitor, it is required that you leave immediately. Failure to comply will result in extermination. Warning. Visitor has accessed mainframe. The others tried to shut me off too. Their task failed.
Nothing we couldn't handle. I need a moment to figure out the controls. The two of you are to find the power supply and install the ultrasight battery cell that Scribe Valdez sent us with. Take your time. I'll need a...
This way, Initiate. I believe the power supply should be... Let's get this done quickly. Leaving Romani to fiddle with the transmitter as she pleases doesn't sit well with me. Paladin Romani's actions are unbecoming of her station. She carelessly shares resources, takes unnecessary risks, and doles out her trust to anyone who takes an interest in joining us, regardless of merit. The brotherhood she's building is not the one I believe in. It doesn't matter where her heart is. There are no buts in a life or death situation, Initiate. Paladin Romani is responsible for the lives of dozens of initiates and countless civilians. One wrong choice for them, and that's it. I won't argue about this, but I will order you to get back to the transmitter while I think about what I said, Initiate.
Did Night Shin get held up? Well, perhaps it's for the best. You've been a tremendous asset to the Brotherhood's efforts, and I'd like you to continue to be one. But we can't do that with the shadows of the Elders looming over our shoulders. They're cowards. Too obsessed with preventing disaster to pave a new way forward. Under their guidance, we will never rebuild the world. We'll stay rooted in place, guarding a hoard of technology that can be used for neither good nor evil. Here in Appalachia, we have an opportunity to make a real difference, to help the people of today build their own future. So let's cut free and take that opportunity. Tell me, Initiate, are you with me? It's good to have your trust. With your support, there's nothing we can't do. I believe in the Brotherhood of Steel. So much that I would rewrite its customs to lead it on the right path. Re-establishing contact with the Elders will only shackle us, possibly even destroy us. So we must disable this transmitter. Permanently. This is a choice that can never be undone. So tell me, do you support the growth and outreach of the Appalachian Brotherhood of Steel under the command of Paladin Layla Romani? Or are you beholden to the fearful and outdated mandates of the Elders, to whom our very own Knight Daniel Shin vows his loyalty? Something happened during our journey to Appalachia. It's a mistake that cost the lives of an entire town, and likely countless more. If Knight Shin gets an opportunity to speak with the Elders, he will confess to this incident and to us breaking their direct orders. We'll have our titles stripped, our influence rendered illegitimate. Everything we worked for here will be gone. But if circumstances prevent us from establishing contact, we will continue on as a sanctioned offshoot of the Brotherhood of Steel. We will be able to spread its authority and goodwill across the nation. Is that not something worth fighting for? You must recall the Brotherhood weaponry we tasked you with retrieving these last few missions. We had claimed the entire cache from a military facility in the Midwest. It was meant to stay under Brotherhood protection, until we came across a town under threat of a massacre by some raiders. We equipped the townspeople with the weapons and fought by their sides. It was the only way to give them a chance, but it wasn't enough. The raiders won. They took possession of the weapons, and they've been running wild ever since. It is my belief that we must learn from our mistakes. But Knight Shin hangs on to them. He cannot move forward until he confronts the past, until he lays our guilt on display for the Elders. I say that we can, that we must, move forward on our own. You weren't there, Initiate. It was harrowing. Those civilians trusted us to save them. We lost one of our own as well. Knight Connors. May he rest in peace. We disobeyed orders, handing out those weapons instead of safeguarding them. Perhaps it would have been forgivable had we succeeded, but the Elders would take this failure as proof of the danger of unrestrained technology. They would double down on the fearful conservatism I've tried so hard to steer them away from. We cannot let that happen. At this stage, the Brotherhood still has a chance to be something better. This is not about me, Initiate. It's about the promise of a better... Consider what's right. You will be my ally in forging a new paradigm for the Brotherhood of Steel, and a brighter future for Appalachia. Allow me to take the first step. To a new Brotherhood.
What have you done, Paladin?
The Elders have no hold on us anymore. Stand with me, Shin. Play a part in forging a better future.
I have every intention of forging a better future. But this is not the way. You've broken your oath, Paladin. No. That title no longer belongs to you. With your link removed from the chain, I am the highest-ranking officer present. All members of the Appalachian Brotherhood of Steel now answer to me.
And you expect them to follow you? Authority is given to a leader by those who support them. The same initiates who turn away from you in fear.
And I've done wrong by them. I never thought I would be in a position to ask for their loyalty. The Brotherhood must stand united. You've severed everything we rely on.
I have not turned my back on the Brotherhood, Shin. On the contrary, I will work harder than ever before to lead us forward.
It's an emergency alert from Fort Atlas.
An alert. There could very well be an attack. We need to get back to the initiates.
I don't take orders from you anymore. Neither do the initiates. We cannot have them confused on who to follow.
Don't you see that protecting them is more important right now? You and I will both return to the fort and deal with the alert. We can settle our dispute later.
As you say. But as far as I'm concerned, this is already settled. This way, Initiate.
Despite the circumstances, the Brotherhood needs us.